fuck do you do when you get out of a relationship and you've already had a shit ton of hoe stages and you don't want to hoe anymore? What do you do then? You know what I don't think dudes understand? 9 times out of 10, if you are dating some girl and she truly likes you, and you know, she wants all these things, she wants you to spoil her, and you do these things, she's gonna do it back to you. She's gonna give it right back to you. You know, guys get so hung up with, oh, my girl wants this, this, and this. Yeah, but if you give her those things, she's gonna turn it right back around and give them to you.
Guys, these women have absolutely no idea how dating works, okay? These girls want to go out there, go through their 304 stage, not understand how they themselves work, and yet, you know, still feel perfectly capable of giving dating advice. All right, guys, if you listen to modern women give dating advice, gentlemen, you are going to be running in circles. We have a woman here, gentlemen, whose TikTok profile we will be going over today. And, you know, I believe she's single at this current point in time. I couldn't tell you why. But we're going to be taking a look at some of her videos and just kind of breaking them down. And look, a lot of modern women, gentlemen, they have this exact same issue, okay? They can't seem to find that one guy. They go through their 304 stage and they just have no idea why. And at the end, guys, they always blame the men. But let's give this a listen one more time before we crack into today's show. And once again, guys, don't go off sending this girl any awful messages or anything like that. We're just going to be addressing what she has to say.
You know what I don't think dudes understand? 9 times out of 10, if you are dating some girl and she truly likes you, and you know, she wants all these things, she wants you to spoil her.
And let's just pause it right there, okay? You're with a girl who really likes you, who wants to be spoiled. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. A lot of these women who want to be spoiled, relationships are not about love for them. Okay, this is one of the biggest lies that women tell men, guys. You know, oh, it's all about love. It's all about care. It's all about all this kind of stuff. And let me tell you something, gentlemen. You think that these women care about dudes who are 5 foot, earning 5 figures, who don't look the best, who have no friends? No. They care about the dudes who are at the top. Okay, love is something, gentlemen, I'm just going to be straight up honest here. Love is weaponized by a lot of women to control men. Okay, it has nothing to do with, oh, you're with a girl and she wants to be spoiled. That's not your girl, right? Yeah, you take her on those fancy dinners, you get her, you know, a nice house and see where that gets you. Hell, get married to her while you're at it and just see how long your assets and your wealth and your family last.
And you do these things, she's gonna do it back to you. She's gonna give it right back to you. You know, guys?
No, she's not. Guys, tell me if I'm lying, okay? If you're out there and you're, you know, spoiling your girl, showing her all these sorts of things, making sure that she knows she's cared of, whatever the case may be, what she just said in this video, do women reciprocate that, guys? Or do they run for the hills and find a guy who is not interested in giving them those things? You see, because women get bored, guys. You know, I forget who said this phrase, and I'm probably going to butcher it right here, but someone tell me in the comments who said this. You know, you can do a lot of things to women, guys, but you cannot bore them. Okay, these girls just, they have no, their attention span is just gone. Like, you've all seen TikTok at this point. This video's on TikTok, right? These girls have no attention span, especially when it comes to relationships, guys. It's, you know, immediately on to the next dude, and it sucks when it happens to them, right? Right, they're happy doing this all through their 20s, they're, you know, into their 30s, but when it happens to them, when dudes ghost them, oh, now all of a sudden it's a problem, right?
Guys get so hung up with, oh, my girl wants this, this, and this. Yeah, but if you give her those things, she's gonna turn it right back around and give them to you.
Yeah, guys, so message of the video, I suppose, just give. Signed off by Modern Woman. What a surprise. But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. And on today's show, guys, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at a few TikToks from this woman right here, breaking them down together. So make sure you leave your comments and your thoughts to what she says, gentlemen. And, you know, just as we go through this video, I want you to keep in mind that women who complain on TikTok, guys, it's not as if they're talking from a position where they are oppressed. Okay, let me just pause a frame real quick here, okay? This woman literally has a fake mouth, in all likelihood fake hair, put on tons of makeup, and yet she's out here struggling with dating, you know, and she's going to continue to go through that 304 phase until she decides that she's ready to settle down, guys. I mean, like, they talk so much about we're oppressed, we have it so difficult, and like, this woman's, you know, again, I don't mean to be rude when I say this, guys, like, this is nothing we're looking at here is real. Right, so I just kind of want to set that tone as we continue into today's video. So allow me to pull up the next one here. And again, this is one where we really start to see the cluelessness shine through, okay?
You know what I've realized dating here in Utah is
can't
that
wait.
the idea that I make up in my head of these guys is so much better than the reality. 9 times out of 10, these dudes suck and they're always going to disappoint you, so just let them go. You know what
Wow. Right? The dudes always disappoint her. Right? It always comes back to the man. The men always disappoint me. Guys, you've got to ask yourself the question. I wish more dudes would ask themselves this question, okay? What exactly is the girl bringing to the table? Okay, what exactly is she bringing that's making your life better, right? If you go out into society, guys, and like I would encourage you to do this, right? Just do an audit of the relationships you see. And I want you to think, from the dude's perspective in that relationship, what is he gaining from it? And then compare it to what is the woman gaining from it, right? Because women want to pull this act, right, where they say, oh, relationships are so one-sided, we have to do everything difficult. And watching these relationships unfold, guys, I see men out here paying the bills, they're paying for the houses, they're driving the women everywhere, they're the ones that have the professional expertise, they're the ones that build things, and yet women are sitting here crying because, it's so misogynist that I have to look after the house. Misogynistic, excuse me. Right? It's like they have such an issue, and they're not even. Most dudes will never even ask girls to do anything in relationships. Most guys, like, it's not as if dudes are hard to please, right? And just watching these girls struggle with dating is just really quite ridiculous. But let's give that through a playthrough one more time.
You know what I've realized dating here in Utah is...
Hey guys, like, you've got to laugh to yourself whenever women open up a conversation by saying that. You know what I've realized about dating? And you just sit there and you like roll your eyes in your head and you're thinking to yourself, oh boy, I can't wait to hear this one. Right? It's like these girls have it on such easy mode, guys. And so anything that's a revelation to them is like, for dudes, when you hear it, you're probably like, oh yeah, that happened. Like anyone could see that coming from a mile away, but suddenly it's a revelation to women. It's like, wow, you mean to tell me that the top 5% of dudes who are jacked, who have a lot of money, who are quite attractive, right? You mean to tell me they won't commit to you and they sell you a dream? Wow, that's crazy. That's almost like what every single woman does to men, right? I have no sympathy, guys, when women sit there and say, I was sold a dream, right? Because you got all these girls out here, man. If you talk to a girl online, guys, oh, she'll lead you on for months, potentially even years, right? Most dudes will have that story where maybe you thought a girl was into you or she'd eventually end up with you or whatever the case may be. No, she was just leading you on for attention, guys. And I don't say that to be mean or rude or condescending to any of you guys that might be in that situation right now, but let's just call it for what it is. Okay, if you allow women to do this, guys, they'll take all the attention, all the validation, and then they'll run with it. Okay, make no mistake, guys, this is an unedited video, by the way. Like, I haven't even edited any of this. And let's just talk about this for a second, okay? We got like particle. This is a filter, probably on top of a filter that she's applied. So let's count the amount of fake things here, guys, right? And again, YouTube, we're not, I'm not trying to attack this woman, guys. Just trying to outline just how inauthentic this video is, okay? We got a dust particle filter going over the top. We got makeup on. We got what is in all likelihood fake or at least severely whitened teeth. We have fake lips. We have makeup all over the place. We have shaped eyebrows, okay? Like, just the amount of... inauthenticity in this video, and I'm aware this is coming from an animated character, guys. Feel free to flame me in the comments for this one, all right? But it's just so insane. Like, it really is. Complaining about lack of authenticity from people, meanwhile being completely inauthentic yourself, is just absolutely crazy to me. But let's continue on to the next video and see what we've got here. And I just want to point out, guys, that this is the same woman, I believe. Wait, let me just make sure. Hang on. Yeah, this is literally, guys, look at this. This right here is the same woman as guys. Like, oh my goodness, I can't even make this up, man. Like, look how much we changed. I can't even believe that. Look how much we changed from this, right, to this. And I haven't edited the video at all, guys. Like, I literally just have this woman's TikToks pulled up, one after the other. I mean, look, right? One person, second person, third person, all the same individual. That's crazy, isn't it?
When a guy is a complete asshole to everyone, and I mean literally everyone, dick energy, but then comes home to that one girl and is so sweet to her and just wants to be held and taken care of. Oh, baby. Girls love that shit.
And they wonder why they're single, and they wonder why their relationships fail, gentlemen. right? I mean, like, she literally just said there in that video that she's attracted to dudes who treat everybody terribly, and yet she's crying about how dudes won't give her a relationship, right? And the idea that she makes up of these individuals is better than how they actually are. Like, guys, if we sat those videos side by side, these videos, like, side by side, totally contradict one another. Okay, here she's telling herself that, oh, she's attracted to the a-holes, the guys who treat everybody terribly, all that kind of crap. And in this video, she's crying because dudes are treating her as if they're a-holes themselves, right? Like, guys, you know what I mean? But let's give that a playthrough one more time, because she says this is all women, by the way, guys. That's not out of my mouth. This is out of her mouth, saying that it is all women who are into guys like this.
When a guy is a complete asshole to everyone, and I mean literally everyone, dick
and you think that you're the exception, right? You're hoping that you'll be the exception. You see, this is what girls do, guys. They go out there, they get with the bad boy, they try and change him, okay, and then they're shocked and surprised. It's like that meme, right, with the shocked Pikachu face. Okay, they're surprised and they're shocked when they can't end up changing the guy, and then they want to come crawling and crying back to the men who have spent their time building up and doing things with their life. Like, guys, I'm sure many of you in the comments have received the "Hey stranger" text after like 7 years of not talking to a woman, right? Because while you've been out here working on yourself, maybe you've been working on your career, starting your own business, whatever the case may be, hell, like, even just remaining the same, like, even if you were to do, you know, not much with your life, a lot of these girls, man, what they're doing in the meantime is they're going out there, they're partying, okay, they're taking, you know, who knows what. And by the end of it, guys, by the time they get to 30, a lot of these women, they ruin their body by the time they're 25, right? Like, they completely ruin themselves. So if you're just an average dude, you know, you're not particularly ambitious, you haven't even gone out there and, you know, haven't really wanted to do much with your life, the average woman will fall so far behind you because she's out there trying to do this, like, fake it till you make it BS, right? And then she rocks around to 30 and then she changes her mind, right? And a fantastic example of something kind of similar to what I'm talking about here is the whole Michaela Peterson crap that's going on right now. If you didn't know, she divorced her husband, guys, and she got with, I believe his name is Andrew Tate, right? It's like, guys, you're welcome to go and Google that if you like, but, you know, it's what women do, guys. They go out here, they have their fun, then they think it's time to settle down, and then they ditch that guy and they go out to the bad boys again. And this is the precursor to this, right? Like, this woman literally says it in this video.
energy, but then comes home to that one girl and is so sweet to her and just wants to be held and taken care of. Oh, baby. Girls love that shit.
And they wonder why they're single, right? They wonder why they have such difficulty in dating, right? And this is something that always seems to turn back to men, which is, okay, why don't men take me seriously? Why don't men want to have a relationship with me? And there's a few sides to that, right? One, a lot of these men, these good guys who you pass up in your 20s, they aren't interested in dating you when you hit 30 and you have a terrible attitude. Right, that's the first thing. Number two, those bad boys that you're trying to date in the meantime, they're not interested in committing to you, because why would they? Okay, if they have these options, you know, why would they commit to you? And they see you going around, like, make no mistake, guys, when these women go out and date the bad boys, okay, the bad boys know that these women are trying to date multiple of them at the same time to try and get a relationship from one of them, right? These women are doing what's called spinning plates, guys. They're having multiple dudes on the go at the same time, and you're supposed to sit there and be a good little puppy, right, and wait until she's ready to have a boyfriend or a husband and stuff like that, guys. Like, I don't care what these people say, truth be told, on TikTok, gentlemen, you can rarely believe any of it, right? Anytime a girl has an interaction with a dude, guys, like, to be honest with you, I ignore most of the words. You're far better off just looking at what it is that she does, guys. Like, you'll save yourself so much time, so much headache if you stop listening to what these people actually say and instead watch what they actually do. And this is a bit of an exception, guys. She's actually outlining a bit of their own behavior right here. But generally, guys, you'll be sold that love BS until you're like, for the entire duration of your life, to be quite honest with you. Now, guys, this is a TikTok I've got pulled up here, and this is the same woman once again. So again, let's look at the transition. We went. Let me just pull this up, okay?
What the fuck?
We went from this woman right here to this, right? Not much of a change. And then we went to this. Then we went to this. And now we're back to this, right? Oh, geez. Okay. Now, this is a TikTok that I was going to play at the beginning of the video, guys. I'm not sure what I'm going to be titling this video right now, but this is a classic example, this one right here, of a woman going out there wanting to be strong and independent, and now she comes crawling back to the dudes, when she wants to be taken care of. So get a load of this, guys.
Everybody wants to be bad bitch, make your own money. And I want that. I want to hustle, create my own money, my own empire, but also fucking take care of me. Please, just take care of me.
Take care of me. Take care of me. Okay, here's the counter question, guys. Why would men do that? Right? These girls out here saying, I want to be spoiled, I want to be treated like a princess, right? Because here's the thing, guys. They all want that equality, right? They all want that, I want to be able to do whatever I want. I want to go out there and make whatever decisions I want. So society and everybody has said, you know what? Okay, you can go out there and make your own decisions. And now they don't want to. Right? That strong and independence, guys, they realize it actually takes some work, right? You want to go out there, you want to have a job, you want to grow a business. It's actually kind of difficult, right? It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. And so a lot of what these girls do, gentlemen, is they hop on Instagram, they get a few thousand followers because of the way they look. Maybe they could, and what they do is they basically just farm a whole bunch of simps over there, but they can't actually make it in the business world at all. So what they do is they get on here and either they start an OF account or something similar, and then they try and look for that guy who's going to take them seriously. Like, guys, I'm just going to straight up say it. No guy with self-respect wants to take girls like this seriously. Right, and I don't say that to be an awful person. I don't say that to have a crack at this girl. It's just that a lot of guys really are not interested. Right, they might have fun with you for a bit. They might see you here and there on the weekends, whatever the case may be. But let's just be honest, gentlemen. If you were sitting down, having dinners, long conversations, breakfast, waking up next to this woman, gentlemen, and she's talking about spoil me, spoil me, spoil me, it's like the question becomes why, okay? Are you actually pleasant to be around? Are you a good person? Right? Are you authentic? Right? Do you have any level of authenticity to you? Are you going to be someone that I can put up with long term? A lot of these girls, man, they think that I can bring like some sort of attitude to the table and guys are going to enjoy that. Right? Womanism has literally, and other women have brainwashed each other to say, you know what? It doesn't matter how your attitude is, queen. If he loves you, he's going to put up with it. Right? It doesn't matter what you do. If he really loves you, he's going to put up with it. I saw a TikTok earlier today. If I find it again, maybe we'll do a video on it, where a woman was advocating for making your man angry just to see how he deals with that anger. And if he loves you, he's going to set that anger aside. Basically, go out there and make dudes frustrated with you. And then if they get frustrated with you, then they don't love you. Right, gentlemen, you cannot make up anything more stupid than that. And I'm being totally serious when I say that. But guys, we're going to be pulling up something momentarily here. Once again, another beautiful dating profile that I want to show you, gentlemen, much in line with the give, give, give narrative that a lot of these women are pushing, right? Spoil me, spoil me, spoil me. So right here, guys, we have a 30-year-old woman, and this seems to be up here. It says it's on Bumble, right? So this is a dating profile. And, we've got the photos here, here, and here. Name is not attached to it, but let's take a look at what she wants, okay? Or excuse me, let's take a look at some of the things that she says about herself. So her interests are, she likes stand-up comedy, she likes Christmas markets, cooking, crime, and dogs. And let's get into the pros, okay? Used to be fat. What? How is... What? I can't, man. I can't take this seriously. Pros. Used to be fat, she has small hands, and she loves food. Like, guys, can somebody please tell me this? This has to be satire, right? Like, this has to be a fake profile. I refuse to believe someone sat down, wrote that, and thought it was a good idea. Wow. I actually lost my train of thought. But anyway, let's continue. Cons. Picky. I like my chest. I can be a handful. Loves food. Feed me, and the odds may forever be in your favor. I believe that's a Hunger Games reference. So, guys, we got a hell of a lot of grammatical errors going on here. Not very funny jokes, and she wants to be fed. Okay, guys, all I'm hearing, right? All I'm hearing is want, want, want. Okay, I want, I want, I want. It's all about me, 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 me. And again, these pros, what even are these men? I used to be fat, I have small hands, and I love food. How are those pros, guys? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how? I don't understand, but let's continue. 2 reasons to date me. You'd be the good-looking one, and please. Next line says, I have a small human in tow, so she has a kid. He's quite cool, and I think I'll keep him. She is 5'4". She is active sometimes. She has an undergraduate degree. I think this is, she drinks socially. She doesn't smoke at all. She's looking for a relationship. She has children and she wants more. And she's listed her star sign here as an Aries, as if anyone aside from women cares about that crap. But guys, can't you just wait? You know, these girls talking about, I want this, I want that, here's what you need to do for me. Can we just form an orderly line, gentlemen, to go and give these women what they want? Because apparently we're supposed to. But speaking of absolute ridiculousness, guys, on to the next story right here. My girlfriend, who is a 23-year-old woman, says that she expects me, a 23-year-old male, to make $200,000 a year. I, a 23-year-old male, have been with my girlfriend, who is also 23, for a while. I am in love with her, and I see her as the woman I would like to marry in the future. She treats me well, and I am overall happy, but there is one issue. Every once in a while when we are talking, she will make a comment about how she expects me to be making $200,000 a year, and it makes me question her motivations for being with me. Guys, we're going to cut off this guy right here and just talk about this for a moment. Girls' motivations for being with men, gentlemen, I don't care how many times they sit here and they tell you it's all about love, and it's all about fate and star signs and all this whimsical crap and this basically whatever tag they want to throw at it on any given day, guys. Usually it's the love, right? Because that allows you to manipulate a man. If you tell him you love him, but anyway, that aside, guys, it's not about that at all. Okay, it truly isn't. You will notice a theme, gentlemen, in the type of women that women choose to marry, that women choose to hook up with, right? They are two different types of men. Okay, ordinarily, guys, when a woman gets married, she chooses a man who is going to provide for her, who's going to be stable, who's going to be consistent, who's going to be there for her and any kids that she has in tow. Okay, if you look at the dudes that she has bedroom fun with, particularly in her 20s, while she's attractive, guys, it's going to be men who don't represent stability, who don't represent any sort of consistency, and all that kind of crap, guys. It is a narrative that is sold to men to manipulate them. That's all that it is, guys. Okay, that really, like, I wish I could say more than that on it, but that's all that it is. So again, if you're questioning this woman's motivations for being with you, you certainly have a right to do so when she's expecting you to make $200,000 a year and you're looking at marrying this woman. Guys, do not marry women in 2021, please, okay? It does not benefit you as a man at all. But let's continue on and see what this guy has to say. My current life situation indicates that I have an excellent chance to reach that annual salary. But one, why does she expect so much when she makes 5 times less than that? Why does she have such an unrealistic expectation when the average salary is way less than that? And 3, I don't want that pressure on me. And 4, I do not want to be used for my money. I want to be with someone because they love who I am as a person. What are your thoughts? Guys, if you're new to this side of the internet, you might think I'm a little bit cynical here when we go over sentences like this. They love who I am as a person. Guys, this is really something that doesn't exist in 2021 dating at all, particularly with modern women, guys. Okay, girls love what you represent to them. This is why you don't particularly see girls flocking around dudes who are 5 foot, making 5 figures, who have no friends and don't hit the gym. Okay, that's not how it works. But those 6 foot guys who hit the gym, who have a lot of money, who have a lot of friends, power, affluence, whatever you want to call it, oh, they're a lot more interesting, guys. And yet these women will be out here saying that it's a result of love, right? And it's a result of connection. Get out of here, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But guys, I wanted to show you a couple more of these before we jump into some videos that I've got pulled up here. So let's take a look at this one right here. If I can momentarily pull up the right screen. We have right here, I believe this is a dating thing. Apparently this is called, this is match.com, okay, I think is what the URL above says. So in their own words, unfortunately, I fell for the wrong man to have children with, but I am not giving up on a chance for love. I am looking for someone I can laugh with and grow old with. I love going for walks and holding hands, and I love to enjoy the simple things that life has to offer. I have shared custody of 3 really young children, so that person must be patient. Love babies and potentially want more. I am searching for a very intelligent, honest, unmarked, right? You have 3 children, And you're talking about unmarked. Wow, okay. Unmarked man who values health and fitness like I do. I am not interested in anyone, blah, blah, blah. I cannot read the rest of it because it's obscured by the buttons. But guys, you see, this is the attitude in 2021. Right? It's all about me, me, me. What can you give to me? How can you solve my problems? Right? Dudes need to start caring about their own problems more, guys. I see so many dudes who will set aside their problems and what they're working on to try and help these girls out, man. Don't be stopping what you're doing to try and help these girls out. Because guys, make no mistake, they're not going to help you out. Right, and if they do, it's going to be like this half-assed little effort, guys. I see so many situations, right, where women are out here saying, "Oh, I helped my man build his empire." No, you didn't. Right, you sat there and you complained about literally having to do essentially nothing. You didn't help him build his empire. Right? You ever see those girls, man, where they're sitting there talking about how, oh, my input helped him become a millionaire, but you know what? 3 years later, I'm still struggling. And he was only successful because of me. Wow, really? Why aren't you successful then? Okay, I'm hearing a whole lot of BS these days. But guys, we're going to be jumping back into this woman's videos right here, just continuing on some of these. And again, I'm not sure what this one says, but let's have a look at what she has to say here.
You stay by your man and support him at his absolute lowest. Watch him cheat on you when he's at his absolute best.
Again, guys, this is the same woman who sat in her car saying that she's interested in dudes who are specifically a-holes to literally everybody, and yet we're sitting in our car complaining about getting cheated on. Yeah, it's almost like if you specifically go after and date cheaters, you will get cheated on. Right? What is this weird equation that women have in their head, guys, where they seem to think, oh, well, I can get with a dude, I'm going to change him, and that's going to be the end of that, and then we're going to get married and live happily ever after. First of all, if you change him, you're not going to want to be with him anymore. And second of all, guys, what absolute clownery you have to have in your mind in order to set your life on that plan. Right? My plan is I'm going to go out here, I'm going to screw around for 10 plus years, right, trying to get a dude to change and to love me. And then at the end of it, I'm going to cry when I get cheated on, or when he gives me kids and he doesn't stick around, or maybe I pushed him out of the family because he does want to stick around and he's changed now, so I don't like him anymore. Right? It's like these girls mess their own lives up, gentlemen. And the real trick about this kind of crap, guys, is like believing what they have to say. Right? Because if you start to use your brain for a little bit and you start to think to yourself, you're like, wait a minute, right? That doesn't make any sense. Or wait a minute, you chose that guy. Right? You chose your own path, and yet you're expecting me to sit here and empathize with you and sympathize with your situation, excuse me. Right, guys, like we can't be sympathetic and empathetic to these girls' situations. They cause the situations that they're in, gentlemen. Right? Look at this woman right here, guys. I'll say it, she's not a bad-looking woman. Right, yeah, she's got a lot of stuff done to her face, right? Probably a lot of Botox, right? Teeth and all that kind of crap. She's got tons of makeup on, but let's just call it for what it is, okay? This woman could have access to a dude if she wants. Probably a relatively successful guy, a relatively attractive and ambitious man, okay? But you know what? She doesn't want him. And if she does, she's going to get bored real quick if he's interested back. But guys, we have one more video to look at, I believe, right here. Just continuing on, plowing through the clownery today. And let's see what we have. So this is the first different woman of the show, guys. All of those videos have been from the same woman, even though she looks entirely different in many of the clips. But on this last video, guys, we have a different woman right here. And this caption says, "So I heard my ex was going on his first date with somebody new." And we're going to be wrapping up today's show with this little clip right here.
So I heard my ex was going on his first date with someone new. To the restaurant you used to take me to. I still love it there. I'll actually be there tonight. With your ex-best friend. We're gonna get all dressed up. We're gonna look good. Don't stare too much though. We won't say hi. We might kiss, but it's just platonic. Like before. But you have fun with your new girl. So I heard...
Actually laughable, gentlemen. You see, this is what we mean, right, when we talk about on the show, about how these women, guys, they're still caught up on the ex, they're still caught up on the last guy that they were seeing, or the dude from many years ago, right? And they carry that into their future relationships, right? A lot of men are in relationships, they're seeing girls, they're talking with girls, whatever the case may be, and that girl genuinely has, no interest in that guy, or maybe she does a little bit, but a lot of these girls, man, their mind is still fully focused on the previous guys that they're with. And you know what? They'd run back to him. That's why, guys, you always see these women, they always seem to return to the cheaters, right? They always seem to return to the liars, the guys who treat them terribly, and yet we're all supposed to sit here and sympathize with their situation. Gentlemen, I cannot believe it. Absolutely not. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's show there. As always, make sure you leave your thoughts and your comments below, gentlemen. If you think I'm wrong about anything, guys, feel free to comment. Leave your own opinions, guys. That is what the comments box is for. But as always, guys, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you boys in the next episode. Peace.